Okay, this is Roger from Affinity Xtra, celebrating gospel music of black origin. Now, this is gonna be. Let me just turn this down. Still, let me make sure that ready enough. But this is Roger here on Affinity Xtra, celebrating gospel music of black origin. Something that we've been passionate about with the past from 2020. Working on a project was to create a platform that celebrates music which comes from the African community, the African diaspora, the African community full stop, and I think we're doing a great job of it. I first got questioned about, why you're focusing on music to do with from us as a community. As much as people like Kemi say, black don't have a monolith of a thought process. That's great, but it's the same for me. I feel like in our space, in our Christian space, there's no safe space to say, listen, this is a celebrating black. You say a gospel station, I'm saying we're saying the same thing. Gospel may have been used as a way of saying black music, so we're going to be focusing and making people know that it's not just black people we play, but the music comes from us. And we could actually go a bit more wider, but we thought we'd behave ourselves and then let the country and Western guys be safe because that come from us. But either way, looking at our music, and really going through the journey of really pushing positivity, having conversations that we have a lot of times, things having our community is important for us as moralistic Christian black people, I believe, to have says in issues which trouble us, from community discord to things going wrong in our communities to things going right, and celebrating great things in our community, perspectives of the community. For me, the negative perception of black people through creative media has been a major issue for myself for many years since I was a youth, and it's getting worse and worse. What I will say is that part of creativity is imagery, and thousands of years, people, my Rasta uncles, them will be emphasizing the white Jesus has been pushed on us, the imagery, which is a very great way of affecting people's mindsets. And I feel that whenever you see a black expression, successful black expression, it's not necessarily something that shows positive black elements of black culture. I don't want to be moaning at other brands, but there are brands that emphasizes the darker side of people's behaviors, and they seem to be really successful. That's been my pain in my back with this. But I want to big up to amazing team, big up to Talia for helping a vision of my coming to fruition with a matter of a month, and we will have a collection which actually supports positive black imaging. Now, I am wearing the most controversial one, I must admit, right now. Really great favorite of mine still here, which, to be honest, if you do have a problem with it, I don't really apologize for that, because I never had a problem. I did have a problem, but I didn't moan about, I didn't stop going into my nan's because she had a white Jesus on the wall. You know what I mean? But my nan was kind of putting it anyway, so you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, it kind of worked for my nan. But anyway, but then going to my into number spaces, I went into a church, shot a video, and I had a white Jesus on the altar, and the white Jesus on the altar was like, but I didn't walk out the space. I respected that for them things, yeah. So for me, I want to really create space of positive black Christian expression, which is positive, music orientated. Obviously, this is probably the one that's like troublemaking one. This is probably Roger's favorite. But you know what? At the same time, I've got other t-shirts with Jesus on it that's been. I remember back in the day, Jay Nissi had an image of Jesus on, and I loved it. So we'll be doing a collection called the BeXtra Collection, and it's launching out as we speak. You can actually go on it right now, but we're doing a soft launch, and then we'll be intensifying it. And so do check it out. I'll put the link in the description. But you'll start seeing us wear different tops and different t-shirts and different reflections of positive image, not only of people outside or black image, but also as presenters. Our shows will be there. So we've got an edge beanie, I've got different cups, we're gonna have different, you just got various things. It's not just controversial imagery like what I'm wearing. I'm just being Roger, you're wearing this, but there is going to be other stuff as well, and obviously the BeXtra t-shirt range, and just affinity across the shirt, all these different things we're putting out. I think it'd be something positive to put out there, and if you want to know what affinity means various people, various viewpoints, but coming together for one purpose. And that's what we are. We're different people with different backgrounds, different churches, different perspectives, even different places in our walk. May not even be in Christ right now, but we're coming to one common cause, which is celebrating gospel music of black origin that reflects the message of Christ through a sound which is culturally comes from us. As much as, again, you have great white reggae artists, great Asian R&B artists right now with the K-pop thing going on anyway. So, but that music originates from ourselves. So this is how we do it, man. So yeah, guys, hopefully you'll enjoy it, and and go to the collection. We'll be ever growing this. We're looking for your feedback. We're not looking for people to be like, oh, we don't like this, we don't like that, but we'll be doing we'll be doing our thing on it anyway. So, but listen, guys, thanks again. This journey over the past 5 years has been definitely a one which has been tough, and but the scary thing is, guys, there's just it's still here, improving, and I just want to give God the glory for that. We've got amazing people in the team, wider team, and big up to all the presenters and everything out there. But we are a creative entity as well as a radio space, and that's part of our expression. We have conversations, we creatively put it out there. So keep an eye on our YouTube channel, keep listening to the Affinity Xtra station through affinityxtra.com, and watch out for the BeXtraCollection.com. And we got something else coming out very soon as well. In 2 weeks, we are going hard for 2025 for the community, represent the community. With the list we have, we're going to do as much, the powerful, the talents come to mind, and that's what we're trying to do. Use the little talents that we have to make a great impact. You know what I'm saying? So this is Roger here, and Affinity Xtra, celebrating gospel music of black origin.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content